Hello. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kayla with Business Beauty Kayla. Thank you for joining me. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. In my video today, I'm actually going to be doing a personal planner refresh. It's almost April, first quarter is done, and I've just taken time to reassess or assess how I'm using my planners. And sometimes I'll wait till the end of the year, but I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that I'm being the most effective that I can right now. So let me kind of tell you what I'm going to be changing. So typically in my personal planner, I would just really be tracking my weekly and my monthly in a classic size. It's a pretty Notique planner cover that I had, and it was in a happy planner. I really liked it because it gives me plenty of space, plenty of things to write. Also, I was able to decorate it well. And so I was just using, like the monthlies here, and then I would use these to kind of put all the weekly things that are happening. But what I realized is that I actually am not using a lot of the space. I was really doing more decorative planning, and there might just be like one thing here and there kind of scattered. So definitely a lot of wasted space. So what I'm actually going to do is turn this into just a journal planner. Just journaling, because I do have plenty of space to write down, whether it's writing down and recapping a day, or if it's just taking the whole week as a whole and just writing on this, so then I don't waste this planner here. What I typically do now, if you've been following me for a while, I actually travel at least once or twice a month for work, and then sometimes intertwine personal travel in there. So I've really been using my mini a lot. And what I would be doing is on my weeks that I was here, I'd be putting stuff in the classic and then moving it over to the mini when I travel. So a lot of back and forth. And so that's been a little bit frustrating for me. So here's what I'm going to do. What I would have in this I would call it travel, which is now going to become the personal planner, is that I would have my weekly, I would have gratefulness, and then I would have some room for, I like to do like a Bible verse of the day. What I had recently added to it was some health notes here. And then I had also, let me go off camera and take this off really quick because I have something personal on here. And I would also have just like a section just for notes. And I also had like some weekly papers if I just wanted to add something that's already there. And then this pouch where I would keep receipts, whether it's travel for work or personal. So this setup's actually been working really well for me. And so I had tabs and put some page finders in there because I didn't have enough tabs to do all this. I also had at the front just a couple tabs of the MP365 because I wanted to do those like if I'm sitting on a plane or something like that. So everything's really been flowing through this one. So what I'm going to do is take all this monthly, weekly stuff and really have dedicated sections in here. So here are the things I'm going to do. First, I have these from the April subscription box. These are just some notes pages. So these are going to go in here in that notes section. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit because I'm not going to change my cover and everything that's in here right now, but I'm going to try to match them kind of with the color scheme. So these work perfect. We'll put those in there. What I'm going to do is add, I printed these off of Etsy, perpetual calendar, and I have these actually already in this planner in the classic size. And what I use this for is just to track all the birthdays for the months. So I'll be moving that, transferring over here, and then I'm going to put that in the monthly section. And then because I was tracking the monthlies on the big one in the classic, I ordered these monthlies planner inserts. And all I really need on here is to be able to track what's happening monthly. So this works really well because if there's like one thing here and there, I'll be able to put it on here. And then I also have some space for some notes. So this is the monthly 45. And so I'm really liking this. And I think this will work really, really well in my planner. I usually only keep about a quarter's worth in there so then it doesn't take up all the space. So this section will now become the monthly section in my planner here. And I'll still be able to have the weekly here that I have set up in here. So I have a weekly in here. And so I assessed all the areas that I have. And so I'm going to have a monthly, a weekly, the gratefulness, the verses, the health, section, and I'm going to have a section called notes, and I'll also maybe have a couple of inserts just for travel purposes. Sometimes I use travel, sometimes I don't. And so I also decided, because everything's not matching, I ordered this stained glass 6 tab dividers. So those will correlate with the 6 areas that I want to list. I haven't decided if I'm going to write the whole name out or if I'm just going to abbreviate and put the first letter of what the section is going to be. But I think these are going to work really well in here and really help me put together what I need this to look like. This cover here, I absolutely love. Not going to change that. I have some dividers, some different things that I'm going to play around with. And because I'm moving into April, springtime, I'm also going to just flip this because the aesthetics still go really well. I'm going to go from the Nori to the Rogue Pink, and I think it'll look really cool putting it in here. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to put this whole thing together and show you what it looks like with all the sections and what my new personal planner will look like. All right, and here it is. Personal planner is now mini instead of classic. I'm really loving just the way it looks, the way it feels. I actually even have a little bit more space here if I want to add larger discs to put it on, but I think I'll start here for now. So let me just take you on a quick run through of how it all turns out. Well, first you'll notice that I decided actually to go with the peacock instead of the Rogue Pink. I actually love this. It's getting me really into a spring mood, and it still looks gorgeous when you open it. Look at that. So I love it. Kept with the same cover that I had. So we're starting with the monthly section. So here's where I have that perpetual calendar, and then I'm going to be going into some monthlies. So love that. And I love how it's 2 to a page. You can see everything. And then the next section is the weekly. I love this vellum, how it really went underneath. This kind of brought like that pinky actually out of it. I know it looks like this, but I kind of like it like that. So this is where my weeklies are going to be. And then I did put a tab in here because these are those extra weekly pages that I wanted to keep. So I did put a little page finder, not a tab, a page finder there. So I like it. It still went well with that pink there. The next section is here. I wanted to keep it kind of simple. I love this piano. I used to play piano, still play it, dabble in it, let's just say a tiny bit. But I think this is cute, and I put, and she continued. I love this, this quote card, just continue, just a reminder to keep moving forward. So this is where I have all my Bible verses in. The next section, love this, is my gratitude section. Really like this a lot. So I used the Wine Lady, Beautiful and Savage, and then I had this other dashboard, just kind of flowed right in, telling a story, the wine, both things. So thought this was really cute just to put this way, the wine ones together. The next section is my health section. And I did the same thing with this instrument as well, kind of gave it that pinky tone underneath it. And so I have my habit tracker. Actually, not a habit tracker. Let me show you. To show you this one. This one has, I'll be getting ready to do this in April. I write down different health things that I want to do, and then I cross them off to make sure I do them each day. And this over here, I actually write down like what I'm eating every day, if there's any symptoms, because I just like to kind of keep a heavy eye on my health. Important to me. And then last is just a note section. I thought this was cute because typically this is just kind of a random section. I'm brainstorming, taking notes. You'll see the Master Plan 365s in here. Sometimes I might be planning travel, but it's just kind of random. So I thought it'd just be cute just to call it, just in general, it will be my note section. And I like how it's got the champagne glass, but it also just has like, this just reminds me of like me sitting down somewhere and taking notes. So love that dashboard that's underneath here. And then I did put a couple of tabs in here. So if I'm going to plan travel, that'll be there. And then this is the MP365 section. And then I did keep the pouch because I just want to keep that. It comes in handy a lot. And then I just have 2 Frixion pins that I like to keep just as staples in here. but I love the way it looks. This is definitely going to work much better for me to transport, way better than this large one. Granted, I love her, but I love all these things, and all of these are Jane's Agenda items except for that perpetual calendar at the front. So really love it. Love just working with Jane's Agenda items. As you can see, just many different layers, different boxes are in here from her subscription boxes. And I just love the way it turns out, and I can't wait to start using it. Oops, bumping my camera there. But this will work really great. It's such a wonderful size. I never thought I would be in the mini size for my personal planner, but it's been working so much better for me the last couple months. And it's just nice to grab it, take it to a doctor's office, take it to, just pop it in my purse. Also just to transport it if I just happen to be somewhere I need to stall time. So it's just, I love this size. So I am an affiliate of Jane's Agenda. If you saw something that you love, it's still in the shop, I'd really appreciate it if you would use my affiliate link. It just continues to help me to get some things, create content for you all. Thank you to everyone who has used my affiliate link. It's so greatly appreciated. Well, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. And if you aren't a subscriber of mine, I'd love to have you join my channel and hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified of all future content. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.